Hello, welcome to Mystina's Tidbits. This is a monthly installment of virtual recommendations for children's books here at the Dover Public Library. My name is Tina Harris. I'm one of the librarians here at Dover Public Library. And I've brought two books to show you for this month, two middle grade novels that I have enjoyed in the past couple of years. The first one is called The Forbidden Library by Django Wexler. And the second one is called Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funk. Both of these books are part of a series here at the library, but they're great as standalones as well. So The Forbidden Library, the first one we're going to talk about, is the first book in a series of 4. The others are behind me up here on the shelf. This first title was from 2014, but the most recent one was released in 2017. The story follows a 12-year-old girl named Alice who suddenly finds herself without a family. There's a disappearance of her father at the very beginning of the story. She's sent to live with an uncle whom she's never met in a very strange house, and his name is Uncle Jerryon. He keeps very odd hours and disappears into his library for days at a time where she doesn't even see him. As strange as that is, the house that she's living in is also full of invisible servants who provide her meals and clean up. Although Alice is told she's not allowed to visit the library that's on the property, she begins to follow clues to the mysterious disappearance of her father that lead her right into the library. It turns out that the library, which is forbidden, is more than a room or a building. It's more like an entire fortress. It's filled with endless aisles and halls of books, and it's oddly filled with a variety of cats. Soon Alice discovers that the books in this library do not act like regular books, as you probably guessed. They don't just take your mind on a journey while you're reading, but your whole body. When Alice opens a book and reads the first line, she is immediately transported into the book. Not just as an idea, but her actual body is inside the book. So she's experiencing the scenery, the plot, any of the characters, and she becomes a character in the book. She must play out the story no matter what happens, good or bad, and there's usually a lot of bad. With the help of a talking cat and a fellow reader, which is what she's called, she meets a friend named Isaac who helps her get through that first book and many others after. She may have a chance to get out of the book she's trapped in and successfully follow the clues to find out what happened to her father. So that journey takes place actually through all 4 books till she discovers the mystery of why her father is gone and where he is and if she can get him back. Highly recommend that one. It's very different, really fun. Of course, it's filled with stories within the story. The second book I wanted to tell you about is Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funk. She is the author who brought us the Inkheart series and The Thief Lord. So this brilliant middle grade novel was translated from German in 2004. But just recently, 2 other installments were published in 2018 and 2022. We have the second one up here, Dragon Rider number 2, which I haven't read yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So Dragon Rider follows the story of a dragon, of course, named Fire Drake, a brownie named Sorrel, and a boy named Ben. Together, they embark on a journey to locate the fabled Rim of Heaven, which is a legendary oasis for dragons. Fire Drake, the dragon, his current home is in danger from a man-made flood that's coming into the region. This unlikely trio discover many obstacles and a few enemies on their way, as well as some new friends. So there are dwarfs, sea serpents, dragonologists, people who study dragons, and a rat cartologist, which is weird because it's a rat who is a map maker. They all make an appearance in this fantastical story of friendship, destiny, and how far one will journey for the ones we love. Both of these stories can be found here in the children's room. We also have a copy of Dragon Rider on audiobook, which is amazing. It's the best audiobook I've ever listened to, which is saying a lot because Jim Dale's rendition of all the Harry Potter books were fantastic, but this is even better than that. So if you've never tried an audiobook, this would be the one to start with. You will be hooked on audiobooks. The actor who does the voices for Dragon Rider is Brendan Fraser, who you might not know as an actor who is in a lot of children's stories, though he was in Inkheart, also written by Cornelia Funk, but his rendition of the characters in Dragon Rider is just amazing. It takes the story to a whole nother level. So again, if you've never tried audiobooks, this is the one to start with. So these two books and their accompanying series can be found here in the children's room at the library. And if you need any other recommendations for books, the librarians are always available to give you some ideas of not only middle grade books, but books for younger kids and picture books. So thanks for joining me for this installment of our Tidbits for the month. And if you have any questions, please see us at the library. And thanks for tuning in. Bye. See you next time.